World Cup 2022 playoffs, all you need to know ahead of the draw. The 2022 World Cup qualifying groups are quickly coming to a close, with the focus now starting to shift towards next year's playoffs. A total of 4 groups have completed their set of fixtures, with the winners and runners-up confirmed, while the remaining 6 groups will be decided on Monday and Tuesday this week. The 10 nations qualifying directly for next winter's tournament in Qatar will then be confirmed, while the 12 playoff contenders, who will battle for a place next March, will also be decided. Portugal, Scotland, and Wales are among 8 teams to have already guaranteed spots in the playoffs, while European heavyweights England and Italy wrap up their groups on Monday. With the group stage now approaching its conclusion, Sportsmail takes you through everything you need to know about the World Cup qualifying playoffs. A total of 32 teams will compete at next winter's World Cup, with Europe set to have 13 representatives, the most of any of the 6 confederations. A total of 55 nations were split into 10 groups of either 5 or 6 teams, with the winners of each qualifying directly for the World Cup, while a further 3 places will be determined through the playoffs. They will take place from March 24 to 29 next year and will consist of the 10 runners-up from the qualification groups, as well as the 2 best group winners from the 2020-21 UEFA Nations League overall rankings, who have not already qualified or finished in second in their respective World Cup group. The 12 teams will be drawn into 3 playoff paths, with one-off semi-finals and finals taking place, and the 3 winners then qualifying for Qatar. There will be 6 seeded nations for the playoffs, with the 2 sides joining via their Nations League ranking coming in unseeded. Those seeded will be afforded the luxury of playing at home in their semi-final clash. Of the 10 nations to qualify for the playoffs as group runners-up, seedings will be determined first by the number of points they have amassed, before goal difference, goals scored, away goals scored, number of wins and number of away wins come into play, in that order. Should any nations still be inseparable, seedings will be determined by disciplinary records. And finally, should that still not be enough, the access list for the UEFA Nations League 2020-21, which initially ranked the 55 teams, will be used. The 6 seeded sides will then be allocated to semi-finals 1 to 6 in the order they are drawn, with the 6 unseeded teams completing the semi-finals in the order they are drawn. Path A is formed by semi-finals 1 and 2, Path B is formed by semi-finals 3 and 4 and Path C is formed by semi-finals 5 and 6. A further draw will also be conducted to determine which semi-final winners will play at home for the 3 finals. The playoff draw will take place on Friday, November 26, which is 10 days after the final European group stage qualifiers. It will be held at FIFA headquarters in Zurich, Switzerland, and will commence at 4 p.m. UK time. As stated, 4 groups have already been completed, being A, B, H and J, with Portugal, Sweden, Russia, and North Macedonia finishing as the respective runners-up and therefore booking a place in the playoffs. Though Group F still has 1 game to play, Scotland are guaranteed to finish in second place and will therefore progress to the playoffs. Meanwhile, Austria, who can't finish higher than 3rd in Group F, are already guaranteed to be one of the teams competing due to their Nations League ranking. The order in which the 2 teams would enter via the Nations League, should they be required to do so, is Wales, Austria and the Czech Republic, with no other nation now in contention. Wales and the Czech Republic are currently battling for second place in Group E, with one guaranteed to finish as runner-up and the other in third. Neither can catch group winners Belgium. The team who finishes in second will progress to the playoffs and put themselves in contention to be seeded, while the team in third will progress due to their Nations League ranking. There are 6 groups still to be completed, though as stated Group F has already been decided, with Denmark taking top spot and Scotland progressing to the playoffs as runners-up. In Group C, Italy and Switzerland, who sit in first and second place respectively, cannot be caught, with at least one qualifying for Qatar and the other settling for a playoff place. The group will be decided on Monday evening, with both sides separated by goal difference alone as things stand. Italy travel to Northern Ireland, while Switzerland host Bulgaria. In Group D, France have already been confirmed as winners, with Finland and Ukraine left to battle it out for second place. They complete the group on Tuesday, with Finland hosting France and Ukraine playing Bosnia and Herzegovina away. Group E has already been explained, with Wales and the Czech Republic guaranteed a playoff spot, but still fighting it out for second place. Group G is set for the most exciting finish, with the Netherlands, Norway and Turkey all still able to qualify in first place. The Netherlands take on Norway at home in Tuesday's exciting finale, while Turkey travel to Montenegro. Finally, we have Group I, with England expected to confirm their qualification on Monday night as they play San Marino at home. Unless there's a truly shocking result, Poland will progress to the playoffs as runners-up. Who has already qualified as group winners? While there are a number of teams still battling it out for both automatic qualification and a place in the playoffs, let's quickly list those who have already booked a spot in Qatar. The first to do so was Germany, who went on to win 9 of their 10 games as they topped Group J with ease. Following them was Denmark, who have won all 9 of their Group F games to date, conceding just 1 goal. Elsewhere, France, Belgium, Croatia, Serbia, and Spain have all confirmed their spots in Qatar. The first ever Winter World Cup will take place between November 21 and December 18 next year with a total of 32 teams, initially split into 8 groups of 4, competing for the grand prize. The group stages will begin on November 21 and will run for 12 days, with 4 matches being played on each. Typically, the top 2 teams from each group will progress to the round of 16. There won't be any third-place teams progressing to the knockouts, as we saw at Euro 2020 this summer. In another difference to Euro 2020, there will be a third-place playoff taking place at the World Cup. The group stages will come to an end on December 2, with the round of 16 then played from December 3 to 6. The quarter-finals will then take place from December 9 to 10, before the semi-finals are played on December 13 and 14. The final of the 2022 World Cup will take place on Sunday, December 18.